All right, this is for CSC 179, Digital Media Foundations, Game Maker project. This is project, in this particular case, project 3, but it's the Game Maker project. This is made up of several different parts. Now, you're going to be creating your own basic game. You should have at least one level that works properly, where you've done all the artwork for it, you've done all the coding for it, and you have written a game document that describes what it is that you are going to be doing. So the beginning of the project is defining what it is that you're trying to do. That way you have a very clear idea of what you're making. Who is it for? What's the demographic? What kind of game is it going to be? What assets are you going to need? What kind of imagery, sound effects, what code, special code features are you going to need to have? And all the kind of stuff that you have to think about ahead of time before you start diving into the project. So the first part of the project is presenting that to the class and pitching your idea for the project, describing those things as best you can. The second part of it is designing the game assets. What kind of images are you going to need? You have to make those images, or you make the majority of them. Some things you can use if you can use different backgrounds that might exist, but you've got to make the majority of the things yourself. The sprites, the props, the sound, the backgrounds, and the types of things that you're going to be using. Walk cycles and jump cycles and all that sort of stuff. You've got to do a majority of the work. It shows that you're capable of creating things that you can imagine and putting things together. Then you present that as the next stage. So the first part is describe what it is you're trying to do, and you've got a plan. Then you start making the assets for it, and then you present those to the class and show what you've come up with. And then the third stage is to actually learn how to use Game Maker and to create the game levels and write the code that actually makes the game work. Once you're finished with that, you'll have the ability to then make sure you test it out, make sure things function, and then at the end, the actual final and last stage is the final version of the game, whatever it is, a functioning, working game level that shows that you can put all these things together, that you had a clear idea of what it was you were trying to do, that you made all the assets for it, that you coded it to make it do what you thought it should do, and then a functional game that anybody can play and enjoy to get a really good feel of what it is that what you've made and what's possible. So that's what you're going to be doing in this class. And so as an example of a couple things, here's a nice example of a platform type game. You've got your home page. It tells you what you need to do. Press X to start, press Z for help. I'm going to press X. I have my arrow keys to make the character move. X key to make it shoot. C key to make it, Z key to make it jump. It's got music. Move this over a little bit. And so basically making it work. Making the artwork as best you can. Some people find things that work. Some people make the artwork themselves. I want you to make a majority of the artwork yourself. So if you've got walk cycles, you've got to do that. Another example of a game is something I like, the people who come up with very unique ideas. This is like a zombie stacking game where you connect heads, and you basically try to find relationships between diagonals or side-by-sides or vertical or horizontal. All right. So that's a very clever. All the artwork was done by the student, and all the coding was done by the student. So that's the kind of thing you're going to be doing for this final project. It takes a while to do this, so we start early, and you have 2, 3, 4. You basically have about a month or so to begin the project. So you have about 4 weeks to work on all of this. And it's a great way to pretty much put your money where your mouth is. That way you show that you can work in Photoshop, you can use all these tools that we've been talking about in the entire class. It's got coding, it's got Photoshop use, you've got to write a document, know what you're doing, you've got to use all these tools, you've got to come up with projects, you've got to use the resources that are available to you. You might not know how to make a game do what it is that you want, so you've got to do the research to try to find out how to do it. And all that is up to you. And so that's what makes this so challenging at the end, is that you've really got to put in the time and show that you've got what it takes to create this kind of stuff and to actually get it done. A lot of people can talk about it, how great it would be to make a game and how good they are and how they can beat everybody's game. But to actually make a game and to put in all that level of detail, that's a real challenge. And it's a lot of things people can talk about and thinking they love it. But to do it is completely different than to playing the game, and that's something you need to realize as you enter into this field. Making things and playing them are different, and so to look at a digital image is different than to creating that image and all the details that go into it, the artistic attributes that you have to use, and the artistic eye and those kind of things are really a lot of stuff that develops over time, and you either love it or you hate it, or you learn to love it, or you learn to hate it over time. So it's something that I think you need to experience in order to really get a clear idea of what to expect. So have fun with it.